This video allows you to control the viewpoint by touching and dragging the screen.
Hello, this is Samseong Haemaji Park in Gangnam, Seoul. I'm going to take a tour of this park and enjoy the stunning night view of the Han River. This park, built in 2022, is a relatively new and hidden gem. Not many Seoulites even know it exists. Because it's not located in a major tourist area, but in an apartment complex, honestly, unless you live in Gangnam, you'll rarely come here.
I lived in Seoul and had no idea about this place, but a subscriber told me about it, so I decided to check it out. I arrived here around 5 p.m. on a Saturday. Perhaps because it's a recently built park, it felt remarkably clean and new. Get off at Cheongdam Station on Line 7 and walk up the hillside alley near the apartment complex for about 10 minutes to get there. It seems to be quite a popular spot for photographers. The park's name, Haemaji, means sunrise in Korean. I'm currently looking at the Han River from Gangnam, Seoul. The Lotte Tower, a Seoul landmark, stands out in the foreground. In front of that building is the Seoul Olympic Main Stadium. Looking to the right, you can also see the Trade Tower, a Gangnam landmark. I'm going to turn around and take a look at the garden I saw when I arrived here. The reason this park was built on a high hill is because it was originally a water supply reservoir. Seoul citizens use the Han River water, visible on the right, for drinking water. The city's waterworks department purifies the Han River water and stores it here, where I'm standing, before distributing it to various parts of Seoul. There's a huge water tank below where I'm standing. From that water tank, tap water is supplied to all parts of Seoul. There are reportedly 100 such reservoirs in Seoul. I'm descending the stairs. The apartment building in front of me was recently built. It wasn't finished yet when I arrived. This is Cheongdam-dong, where even the wealthiest of Gangnam residents live. That apartment is reportedly worth around $4.2 million. I came down to the garden, and it seemed like they had planted roses all around it. I think the garden would be even prettier if I visited in spring. The park's name is written in Korean on the front. There is a sign outside the park for people to see. I didn't realize it when I was there, but it turns out I was standing on the roof of a building. I found out later when I looked at the map. As I explained earlier, this was the rooftop of the city waterworks building. Before I learned this, I thought it was bare ground at the bottom of the hill. As I looked towards Lotte Tower, I saw a helicopter passing by in the sky. I went back upstairs and set up my camera on a tripod. I wanted to capture the passage of time as the sun set and night fell. Looking straight ahead, you can see the bridge connecting Gangbuk and Gangnam. That bridge is Cheongdam Bridge. Uniquely, it has a double-level structure. The upper level of the bridge is for cars and pedestrians, while the lower level is for subways. This type of double-level bridge is said to be the third in the world. And if you cross that bridge, you'll arrive at Samseong Park. The Seoul Drone Show is held regularly every spring and fall at Honggang Park across from there. Luckily, I happened to be there on the day of the drone show. The drone show began at 8 p.m., and the crowds grew considerably. Watching the show from afar had a unique charm. Cruise ships also docked on the Han River, allowing for a close-up view of the drone show. I finished my sightseeing and was about to head home. It was around 8:30 p.m. Because it was a high open hill next to the Han River, the wind was strong and there were a lot of mosquitoes. If you're planning on coming here, you should prepare for this. As evening approached, more and more people came to enjoy the beautiful night view. This concludes my tour of Samseong Haemaji Park. Thank you for watching the video.